Right. Brilliant stuff. Right, so I apologise for talking to you all like children, but sometimes it's necessary just to get the point across. So this, I'm sure everyone at some point in playing Arma 3 has breached this building.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that is the nice thing about, I say nice thing, that is the thing about this game, and it being as old as it is that you do kind of find yourself repeating, you know, things that you do, and sometimes the buildings that you do end up breaching do repeat themselves. So you kind of learn where to go, learn to where to move through, where to move as a team, you know, what to clear, and you also usually, hopefully, know which hard corners to push for. So we are just going to do a quick rejig of a breaching drill. So Alpha, I want you to go ahead and just stack up on that door for me. Do everything from beginning to end properly. On your hands, ready?
Okay, so, Knight, you take the point.
Copy.
Okay, so stack up.
Perfect. So stack up's been called, Taylor. Done.
Okay.
Alright.
Set? Okay.
Yep. On your brony.
Yeah, we are set.
Right, breach when you're ready.
That's the new Knights.
Breaching.
Killy, you want to join up on this?
Lovely jubbly. Done. Smashing. Alright, out you come, guys. Out you come. Out you come, Jeds. Brilliant. So, going back to last week, guys, it is as simple. I try to kind of keep things as simple as possible. So, it's a simple case of the point man saying stack up, the last man, or, you know, once everyone's ready in place, the last man then saying stack set, and then it's on the point man or the fire team leader or whoever's taking control to then call the breach. So, throwing a frag or a flashbang there at the beginning, that's preferable. That's exactly what we're going to be looking at today. So, can someone tell me about when everyone was lined up here? Alpha, hold fire on this, but Bravo, when they were lined up here, what were the troops in the middle doing?
Keeping security.
Keeping security, bang on, yes. So if you noticed, Dunn at the rear was looking that way, covering the rear. The troops in the middle were all looking to cover basically this direct east way. Why do we do that?
Situational.
Keep that 180 security.
Yep, situational awareness, 180 security. It's just keeping you as safe as possible whilst you breach into a building. Right, so brilliant stuff. Sorry, DA, you had a question?
No, sorry.
No, okay, all good. So, one thing I have seen, sorry, I'm drinking tea. One thing I have seen is that frags are usually quite scared to be used in a situation like this. So, obviously, if it's a thinned-walled building, so we're talking sort of corrugated iron or a wooden shed, why wouldn't you use a frag grenade? It's pretty obvious.
I'll go right through.
Fracture outwards, yes, quite obviously. And I've had ones with like walls that haven't been made in the vanilla game. Somehow shrapnel gets through them, but we won't gloss on that now. So a building like this, that's probably made out of steel beams with sort of reinforced sit panels. There you are. That's my work coming into play there. You'll find that frag shrapnel won't penetrate them. So yeah, right, brilliant. So Alpha, do you want to move out of the way for me? Bravo, I want you to go ahead and do a breaching drill for me, just so we make sure we're on the same page.
Oh.
Brilliant stuff. Alright. So go ahead and do the protocol to do a breach. Flashing. So everyone's covering some sort of direction. Perfect. Right, so point man, what do you say?
I don't know because I forgot.
The joys of staying in the striker all the time. So yep.
Oh, okay. I had a sudden burst of knowledge. Stack up.
Stack set.
Perfect. And now back to you, Schultz.
Breaching.
So usually say something like 3, 2, 1, breaching, and then basically everyone rolls in. Simple as
Should I
that.
toss a flash in?
Yes.
You can toss a flash. Yep, toss a flash. That's a good idea. Toss a frag. That's what we're looking at today. Perfect.
Breaching.
Wait for it to go off, and boom, boom, boom. Right, lovely. So try and stay close together. Perfect. Okay, cool. Brilliant stuff. Come on back. Come on back.
Coming out.
Friendly's coming out. That's it. If you are coming out of a cleared building, what do you say?
Rally's coming out.
Yeah, the amount of times I've seen certain public players or even Cav members shoot friendlies coming out of the building, it's quite horrible to see, and it does happen. So that's the reason why you say it. Right, just gonna. Right, just gonna TP next X back here. All right, guys. So that was kind of the dry run. We're gonna now look to do that with enemies inside this building. Yep, that's another one. Thank you, Fox. Thank you for reminding me. So you can either, when the building is cleared, I always say this myself, but if you clear a building, please either mark it on the map or mark it with something like that. Because the amount of times that you have friendlies that are pushing up behind you that don't know if a building's been cleared, and it gets the amount of AARs I've seen where that's written as an issue. So, right, let me just TP next.
I'm gonna do that more often. Thanks for bringing that to light, Fox.
Yeah.
You can set a shortcut for spray paint.
I have a question. Do the
Yep.
flash grenades on the underbarrel work same to the or will the stun grenades, do those work as the same as the handheld?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they do, yeah.
The RHS flashbangs require AI to be looking at them, whereas the ACE flashbangs work regardless of look direction. So don't rely on RHS flashbangs and underbarrel grenade launcher flashbangs to work, because if you think you flashed into a doorway and they're blinded, if they weren't looking at it, they'll still turn around and shoot you.
Yeah.
But that's not the same with the ACE flashbangs. The ACE flashbangs are the ones with the white band around the middle.
They work quite well.
Yeah.
Okay, right, guys, you're now going to experience it. So, can I have one volunteer that's going to have the fun of throwing a flashbang at their fellow squad mates?
I already have one.
take
I
that.
already have one equipped.
Everyone volunteers.
I've flashbanged everyone like 3 times before, so yeah, I'm not.
Seeing as you are guys already lined up over there, Knights, I'll go ahead and use you as the volunteer to throw it. So everyone else inside this main kind of hallway area, I know it's quite a big building to throw one into, but we're just going to go ahead and just demonstrate it for you guys.
They should do this in basic, you know?
As long as you look at it, you're fine.
Flash you in basic.
Right, lovely.
Should we
You
get?
know, I'll experience it as well. I suppose it's only
Hey,
fair.
gather
and
around,
come
gather
out.
around.
Cool.
Gather
Right.
around, Roger.
All right, everyone gather up on me here. Everyone gather up on me here.
Curious to see the limits of a
Get out
flashbang.
here.
So that's quite
Hey,
interesting.
that's
Right,
cool too.
so everyone stack up on me. All right, wait up at nights 2 moments. So everyone around me, just so you can experience it. Wits it's hiding away. Brilliant stuff. Right, Rodal, that's quite a good position. I'm intrigued to see if it still hits you over there. Okay. All right,
Sound
you
the
can
man.
knock knock Jehovah's Witness.
Nice.
Preaching.
Oh no.
Right, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. So yeah, probably looking at more like 4 Mississippi there because I'm a slow counter. So everyone that has never experienced a flashbang before, that's what it feels like. And that it does do exactly the same for the AI. I've seen it happen. It is quite interesting. You breach a building and they are stood there like lemons. So realistically, guys, remember this: if you throw a flashbang, you've got about 4 seconds maximum before the enemy kind of really is able to react and see you. So everyone happy with that?
Yes.
Brilliant stuff. Okay, well, we're going to look to try and do the same, but we're going to actually do it with hard targets. So everyone back outside for me.
Wait, hard targets?
Hard targets.
Yeah,
yes,
tank.
mate. Super hard. No, I just meant real life,
If anyone
not
needs
real life.
earplugs,
AI
they're
targets.
In my backpack, if you need earplugs, I've got.
And that's the reason why you should have earplugs
I've got,
in, gents,
I've
'cause
got
I
3
cannot
spare
hear a thing.
earplugs in my
There we go.
backpack, so.
I have one spare.
Earplugs
Come on.
now.
Alright.
Yeah, I have hearing damage.
Yeah, I've got one more set of spare earplugs in my backpack if anyone needs them.
Are we all doing it together, or we can have like
We'll
Alpha
do
and Bravo?
we'll do one fire team at a time,
There we are. Thank you.
and then we'll just do a few.
Sorry.
We'll do a few runs, guys. So try and get this done quickly because I do want this breaching technique to be just, second nature. So it almost don't even need to like ever be brought up again. Just so that we know how to do things, and you guys really, really on the ball with it. So right. Who should I chuck in there? Let's put some Russians in, shall we?
Oh no, make it like Taliban.
Really?
The
Yeah,
Chinese
okay.
armed forces.
There we are.
Hey man,
He's
I'm
that.
part Russian.
You should spawn CSAT in there, so we have to dump a full mag into them before they die.
Don't. I'm not that cruel.
Whatever you do, don't
I'm
let me
not
be
that cool.
point man because I didn't bring any extra magazines.
I can be point man. I don't mind.
Yeah, I'll toss you some. Hold still.
All right.
I'll still be point man though.
Maybe I should.
Well, I'm in Bravo, so there's I'm not even gonna be.
What? Why? What is your backpack?
Well, I brought extra grenades because
You don't.
we're
Why
using
did you
40
bring?
mics and
Why
such.
did you bring flare rounds?
Because that's a 40 mic round, is it not?
Oh my god.
It's just
This
you
is
took a
about
little bit of
using
every
40 mics.
grenade.
This is about using 40 mic grenade
Alright,
launcher. Is that not a 40 mic
I
grenade
can't
launcher
even.
round?
I can't even put any ammo in your backpack because you're totally screwed.
Wow.
All right. Okay,
Don't
cool.
worry, I got this. I'll drop a few.
Right.
Jesus
Okay.
You're
So,
wasting your equipment.
alright, guys, clear comms. Right. So, right.
Alright, you get one mag.
Okay, Bravo. This is actual. Stack up and clear that building for me. No, that isn't on radio. I just heard it out. Just imagine it is. Right. So, guys, I want you to go ahead and. Well, that's a good point, actually. Yeah, I didn't think about that. That does kind of make sense. So. Okay, right. So, this has come to my light. So, realistically, guys, it should be the second man that throws the grenade, not the point man. This is because the point man opens the door. Good man, he just shot me to it. Lovely. Okay, cool. All right, guys, I want you to go ahead and look at utilizing flashbang. I want you guys to clear that building for me. So on your on your call, guys. I'll hand it over to you.
Stack set.
Theo prep flash.
Flash prep.
Ready?
Open.
Flash it.
Oh.
Hold it. Right, that's how I'm not it.
Oh shit! Man down!
What are we doing here? Are we?
All right, close up. Close up. All right. Okay, guys, that's
Man
how not to
down.
do it.
What in the world happened?
About
we
it, we
go.
have to call it a done.
Oh, bless him. Right. That's what happens when you come here, Theron. That's just how we treat you. Right, guys, that's how not to do it. So, oh, hang on, this guy's going to walk out. Let me put him back in there. Go away. There we go. Right. Okay, guys. Right. So, what went wrong there?
I prepped it before I threw it.
You prepped it before you threw it, exactly. And that's kind of okay with a flashbang, but what would happen if that was a frag?
We all
Nice
did.
cash.
You're all dead or unconscious, and it just realistically throws a spanner in the works. So,
Well,
that's the reason why
actually,
we
the frag
do
has a
this.
longer fuse time.
In theory, it does, yes.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about the eventuality of it still going off outside. So, brilliant. Okay, so that's what not to do, guys. Now I want you to look back at your past failures, and I want you to prove to me and Theron, who's obviously still hurting, how to do that properly. So go ahead and run that again for me.
Bravo, stack up.
Stack set.
Theo,
Not prepped.
carry your
Ready.
flashbang to the throne.
Flash it.
Nope, more
You're on.
front. Okay. Reaching.
Reaching.
The hell was that?
No.
Who
I think
used
somebody used
buckshot?
a buckshot.
Who used buckshot? Right, smashing.
Left. Roll left.
I can't move. I don't know why. What's happening?
Room clear. Coming out. One coming out. Building clear. Coming out. Oh, never mind. Sorry, guys.
Right,
I
brilliant.
forgot about that closet.
There we go.
Building's clear.
Yeah.
Family's coming out.
Yeah, feel free to radio that at the short range.
Clear.
Oh, stand by. Let me. I don't have a short range.
And we're just on default for now.
Friendly's
I haven't really
coming
set
out.
one. We're just on 1-1 on the air. Brilliant. Okay. What did you guys forget to do when you walked out?
I said it.
Coming out. Two more
Yeah.
coming out.
I was.
Make that sure that's loud and clear. Make sure that's the loudest you can be when you come out, just to make sure.
Honest that can be.
Everyone's got itchy trigger fingers, so any excuse to shoot someone that looks remotely enemy-like, especially Dio with the mustache, obviously going to be done. So, right. Okay, guys, I want you to go ahead and do that again for me. So,
Uh-oh.
Want to
So
swap
that-
2 men?
oh, watch out. There you go. All good. Thank you very much.
Anybody else want to flash? We can switch.
I have a flash.
Thank you. Whoever that was, thank you.
Let's go for it.
Right. So, same again, guys. Switch up the roles a little bit. So, someone at the rear that wasn't at the rear, someone at the front that wasn't at the front. Keep switching up. Right. So, remember where you should be looking as well. Alright.
Not open that door.
Okay. Close it for us. Right. Start again then, guys. So, stay the breaching drill. Go ahead.
Back up.
Stack set.
Prep flash. Flash.
Flash out.
Breach.
Breach.
somebody keeps using buckshot and it confuses the hell out of me. Brilliant.
Door right,
Reloading.
exterior, holding.
What you
That's a
got?
good movement through there, guys. That's it.
Take
Everyone's
it, door.
covering everyone.
Got a far room south.
Nice.
Hold south. Breaching. Back south. Yo, hold that out the exterior
Roger.
door.
Door left.
Alright. Take it.
Breaching. Room clear.
Room clear.
Clear.
All clear.
All clear.
All clear.
All clear.
Someone check these rooms.
Okay,
Yeah,
Alpha,
we're clear
stand
there.
by for me.
Friendly's coming out.
You last man back, Fox?
Friendlies
Please,
are
come
coming out.
Holding it up.
Do not fire. We are friendly.
That's the one.
Yeah,
That it.
Let's get
Last
the
man
door.
out, last man out.
Perfect. Right. Good
Uh,
stuff, guys.
Nice. Let's switch it around. So let's have Taylor
I'll be-
at the point.
I'll be number 2 because I got
You look
another
okay to
flash.
me.
Okay.
I got blood. There it goes.
Hey Taylor, you know how to peek
Pizza,
doors?
you're gonna be the rear.
Can you actually toss a frag?
You know how to open them
break
like
the glass
by
first?
a little bit, right?
What?
Should be able to toss it through, but
So
in
you
here
basically-
can't
you look
throw
at door,
out an open window.
You hold control and
So-
spacebar.
I think you
Yep.
can't
You'll
shoot.
hear a
You
little-
can't. You
you
can't
hold
toss
it down,
frags
right?
through there.
Don't
If
tap
I
it,
think it
hold
has to be
control
broken though.
space.
I don't know if
You'll
you
hear
can
a little
toss through
click
it while
sound,
it's not
and then
broken.
you scroll your scroll wheel.
Don't
Yep.
trust it.
So, Bravo, if you did any of you hear that about what Knights was just saying? It's quite an important case.
Oh, yeah. Please run that
So,
back one.
so
Alright,
Knights, go ahead and
um,
demonstrate that for everyone for us.
So, is there any enemies inside?
Yes, there is. I shall remove them. There you are.
Knights, can you turn yourself
So,
on yellow?
yeah, I am on yelling.
Okay.
Give a fucking grease out of your ears, Dio.
Roger that.
Okay, so if you want to peek a door like I did, like that, to toss a frag in without exposing yourself, it's bound to ace by default, so you don't need to set this up. If you hold control and spacebar, you'll hear a little click sound when you're looking at a door that you can do this on. And by door, I mean pretty much anything that articulates. If it moves, you can do this to it, which means that you can partially open things in weird ways. So use that at your wish, and then yeah, you can just hold the scroll wheel once you've got control and spacebar held down, and it will just like slowly open the door like one little bit at a time. So
Yep,
you can kind of
that's-
peek in.
So that's useful for situations when you're in an alleyway or a close urban environment. So if you've got friendlies on the other side of the street and you swing open the door before prepping a frag, or before you've even started breaching, the door's wide open, you've already opened it. What could happen to the friendly forces across the road?
They could get hit by the frags, shells.
They get hit by frag shells, they get hit by the enemies if anyone's looking out the door. So there's lots of reasons why you do that. You obviously look to minimise any kind of your view for the enemy. So yeah, that's really useful. So if you guys weren't aware of that, it's control, spacebar, and scroll wheel. So once you hear a click, you can open it and
Yeah.
you can swing it open and close as much as you like.
Yeah. If you need the door open immediately, you can just tap control space and it will just open it. So
Yeah, perfect.
It
You
saves you trying to panic scroll wheel open the door. You just hit control space and it opens.
exactly that.
Yeah.
So yeah, it swings open and close like a bar door at happy hour. So just remember that, guys, for the next time we do something. So, all right, Alpha, I want you to go ahead and do the same thing for us.
Stack up.
Ready?
Ashford, are
that's
you
it.
in? Oh no, he's not. Okay, Ashford just messaged me saying he's not going to be able to make it. Cool. All right, okay.
Stack up.
Ready?
Like that.
Flash out.
That's nice.
Bullets coming
at the door.
Oh,
I have a question. Who was using their grenade launcher while we were in there?
You move it down the way.
I think somebody
loaded,
has
but
a.
I didn't use it.
I think somebody has a bug where every time they shoot their rifle, it sounds like they're shooting their grenade launcher.
It did sound that way. It did sound like buckshot, I'll be honest.
Well, because even when we went in the second time, I heard it. Who shot one single bullet the second time?
Okay, brilliant.
Friendly's coming out.
Perfect.
Auto.
And
Yes, of course you can. Right. So, two things to take from that. Why is it important to get through that door as quickly as possible?
It's a kill zone.
Funnel of death.
Funnel of death, yes, kill zone, all of those, all of the above. So, if you do go down, as Taylor did there, when you get through the first door, what happens? What do you become, especially if you're unconscious?
Obstacle.
Obstruction.
Blockage.
Basically, yep, you become sort of so you end up kind of trapping everyone behind you, for which then you then can't move forward, and the enemy can very easily start picking you off. Obviously, when you're
It's like
pushing through...
constipation.
Yes. where the enemy, obviously you're breaking in through one focal point, that's obviously where all the enemies are going to be looking at, and obviously they know if they just go full auto on the one place everyone's coming through, they can very easily wipe you out. So as well, for the point man, I've said it earlier on, but I just want to see if anyone's paying attention. So this building probably isn't a brilliant example for it, but the point man, what direction, where should he look to move through as secondary breaches? Where's his main point to move to?
The tightest corner?
The tightest corner, also known as...
Oh, I forget that.
I did not know that.
Something's not easy, it is...
Hard corner.
Hard corner, perfect, mate, yep. So, even if there's an enemy right in front of them, they should always look to try and push to the hard corner. Why do we do this?
I guess it gives you the most
Pilot.
cover.
Yeah, exactly that. It does, yep, so it obviously keeps the chain moving. If you push that door and there's an enemy right in front of you, what happens if you stop and start engaging?
It stops everyone else.
Constipation.
There you go. So it's all links. It's all relative, guys. So as long as we're all aware of that, I'm sure we're pretty much all aware anyway. But it's always good to recap. Brilliant stuff. Yep, go for it, mate. Hit me.
How would one know where the hard corner is?
So it's basically the push. Dio, if you want to answer it, go for it.
No, I have another question.
Okay, so yeah, obviously it's basically the opposite direction to where you're breaching. So it's the hook basically. So if you're breaching through a door, it's probably looking to push the furthest point away. That's the kind of the best way of explaining it. I think is that a good way of explaining it?
Thanks.
Rodel, is that a good way of explaining it?
I would say the hard corner is the maximum angle you can do in order to keep moving.
Okay, what we'll do, guys, we'll go and look to implement that in a second on this next building. So we'll just go ahead and get, that's perfect. Yeah. Okay, right, guys, I want you to run through that again for me. So same breaching drill. Let's get this real drilled in for us. So Alpha, go ahead. Alpha, go ahead and do it.
Mister, you want to have a go on point?
After they're done, I got a question.
Okay.
Go for it, mate.
Okay.
Go for it.
Taylor, you're
I wanna
second.
ask you when they're done.
So
Wait,
Taylor,
did
you got the flashbang.
I do not have a flashbang, sorry.
Hold on, I have for you. You are not escaping.
Well, you could throw a frag in instead.
Throw a frag, guys. It's
sure.
the same, all relative. Go ahead and throw a frag.
Yeah, the flashbang seemed to have been pretty ineffective here. Anyway.
Step away from this building.
Yeah, the room's too big for a flashbang.
Yeah, I know. I'm just, yeah.
Killian slowly backs away.
Killing you that.
He is not very slowly backing away.
Yep, I'm here.
Oh,
You're
good.
behind it.
That's it.
Okay, we still on your
Not
call.
gonna affect that many of them when they get in there.
Well, that door's gonna be open.
There you go.
Oh, nice.
No, not us. Them.
Did you pull a pin?
There you go.
It was a 40 mic that went in.
Yeah, I heard a 40 might go off. There's a safe arming distance.
Alright.
Throw a frag, Taylor. Don't
Right,
shoot a
that's
full
what we're going to
flashbang.
go for.
That would work.
Right, okay, guys, run that again for me. So,
No, not
make
only
sure
do
you
they explode on contact, they don't bounce. So.
So remember, guys, remember the directions you're meant to be pointing. Guy at the rear, most usually the AR, usually looks to the rear, pull security to the rear. Yep, perfect. That's perfect, guys. The pose you got right now, pretty much there. So go ahead and do the breaching drill for us. I'll try to stop the enemy from running out the other door. That's it.
Only one window broke.
We got one down.
Yeah, I was wondering that.
Yeah, let's finish clearing.
Keep going. What's that opening?
Cash. And the window broke in the room.
Is that just for added realism?
Yeah, that's
clear.
more like it.
Room is clear.
Okay, let me get that
Okay,
whistle
let's
back
put
up.
the wounded down.
Straight through.
Well, I guess I'll ask
Money.
a question now about it.
Okay,
So when
was
you're
that
pushing
or
in
was
this, I noticed the first time they did it, Witzel held the exterior door they pushed in through. Is that something we should do? Is hold the door we pushed through?
One coming
Money.
Always keep security on the
Coming
front.
out.
You go in.
So in theory, yes.
Money.
Depending on numbers, one thing you could look to do is have the AR pull security. That's always a good one because obviously in AR's role, effectiveness in a controlled environment is obviously limited.
Blasted.
So with that, guys, I don't know. Obviously, I always look to critique things. Witzel, did you say breaching 3? Did you actually have a count before you breached?
Well, I have guys literally watching directly. So I don't know how you guys operate, but like I still work off of the old Rainy field of thought, which is don't talk outside the door because that gets every AI staring directly at the door. Like it literally works exactly like they're spotting you through the wall. It's just giving the AI wall hacks and they're already aiming at you. Like if everybody already knows where they're going, there's no words that need to be said. Right? Like,
that's fair enough. Yeah, I can remember learning that with Rini, especially back in the day. That's Woldy days, that is. So yeah, that is true. But realistically, for organisational purposes, sometimes it is just easier. That's the reason why we look to try and speed this up as quickly as possible. So literally, it's stack up, stack set, boom, in. But obviously, in a sort of if a situation arises where that would work, you can obviously look to tap each other on the shoulder. Does everyone know how to do that?
Yeah.
Everyone aware of that? So that's another option, obviously, but that's mostly used for situations where you can't necessarily breach as hard as we do. So when would when would be a situation when we wouldn't look to probably use frag grenades? We probably still look to use flashbangs, but what was a situation where we wouldn't use frags? Hostages, yeah. So VIPs, anything like that. That's when we wouldn't look to use frags, or depending on how much you like the person that's in there. So simple as that, guys. Schultz, yep.
Is Witzel laying on the ground in there for everyone else, or is that just me?
I think that's just you, mate. He's stood
he's
there.
For me, he's just
standing
laying.
Abato.
I'm over here.
Abato.
Yep.
You can
No,
fix
you're
this
laying
by
on the
saying
ground here.
Witzel is unconscious, waiting a few seconds, then healing him.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yep.
So somebody want to shoot Witz?
No.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
No, yeah, you can do it in
Tempt
Zeus.
me like that.
So I don't see Witzel stood quite happily next to. Knights.
I know, but if you
I'll
set him as unconscious, don't shoot him. Are you fucking serious?
Wait a second, did that hit him?
Of course it's gonna hit him, Schultz, because he's local on your screen. Oh my god.
Oh.
Okay, mate. Oh dearie me. So that's what we learned, guys. If you have a bug like that, don't shoot them. Okay, cool. All right, guys.
Sorry, Witzel, I shot you.
All right, brilliant. Okay, guys. Anybody? Silence is always good.
Oh,
You cut out.
Oh, did I? Sorry. So yeah, I was jumping in and out of Zeus. It's great fun. So any questions, anyone, before we push on to the next bit?
I will say, because I heard some people talking about it, don't try throwing out of a window unless you are 110% sure you have done that before from that window. I don't know how many times I've gone to as Infidel in TAC 2, gone to mark my position where we're all Alamo'd up and toss something out the window that's broken, and it comes back on my feet.
Right.
So,
yeah. Very good point, mate. Very, very good point. So only ever really throw a frag out of a window if you are 100% sure that it is going to work. So most of the vanilla buildings, I believe it works. So I think if you were to throw a frag through these broken windows up here, it would work. But some of the different maps, like for example, like Serrani, blah blah blah. Some of the buildings obviously ad hoc and not done as well, should we put it, as the vanilla buildings, and you can't throw a frag out them. You can't even shoot out of some of them, which has been quite funny at times when you see someone going full cyclic on a window they can't shoot through. It's quite hilarious. It's like seeing a lion trapped at the zoo. Alright, so guys happy with the kind of breaching drills we're looking at? So stack up, stack set, second man throws the frag, and then first man breaches. Yeah? Everyone happy with that?
Yep. Yeah.
Brilliant stuff. Alright guys, so let's push around the corner. Let's head out to the west over here. We'll try this pushing on a hard corner. It's just been brought up on this next building. Close the door, close it. No, I opened the door. For God's sakes. There we go, that works. Alright guys, other side. So keep going round. Let's go ahead and look to stack on that door down there. Right, so Taylor was asking about the hard corner. This is a really good example of this. So what I'll do is I'll just open the doors fully for me. Right, so Taylor, stay here for me. So Baroni, Rodel, go ahead and demonstrate just a two-man breach, what the first man would do in a situation like this, and what the second man would do. Taylor, go ahead and everyone come inside, apart from Rodel and Baroni.
Rodel, want to be the first, the second?
I can be second.
Okay.
Oh, flood, yeah.
Right, okay guys. So you guys can understand. Everyone stand on this corner over here for me. Stand southeast for me. Just and then have a look on the wall. Alright. So, this is basically what the hard corner is, guys. So, you guys ready?
Ready?
Do the same breaching drill. I want you to demonstrate who pushes the hard corner and what the second man does, yeah?
Okay. Go stack up.
Stack set.
Okay. Breaching.
Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Right, everyone got that?
Yeah.
Perfect. So what this looks to do, it looks to try and keep the doorway as clear as possible. It then allows the, so if the first man gets shot at and sadly does go down, it looks to probably more like if he does go unconscious or does get hit, he will flop over like a ragdoll here, which also keeps what open?
The door.
The door, perfect. And then hopefully, if the second man in likes him enough, he will then go ahead and pop the person that was shooting at him, which is most likely in front of him. Everyone understand that?
Yeah.
Brilliant. Okay, well, let's try and put this in place. So,
Marty.
Yes, mate.
I remember Wolfman once said that this way also you divide the attention of whoever is inside.
Yes.
If someone is moving this way and somebody else is moving basically the opposite way, they can just aim at one point and shoot at you. They have to swing their their
What
scope
Dio's
to
demonstrating right there, and that's if you've ever seen AI in real life, that's kind of what they do in the servers. They do tend to look like they're doing some sort of Cotton Eye Joe jig. So perfect. Yep, exactly that. Good demonstration. All right, guys. All right, go on outside for us, and we'll go ahead and look to breach this building. So why would we probably most likely not use a frag in this building? It's going to most likely come through the wall.
Where did you come from?
I do want to have a little test as well in a sec. I want to have a look, because I don't know this myself. I'm going to put some enemies in there and then get two of you guys to shoot through the wall when I want to see how effective it is. So go ahead and close the door. Perfect, Schultz. Thank you very much. Right, who went first last time?
I think Bravo. Yeah.
Yeah, Bravo.
Bravo did. Okay, brilliant. Okay, Alpha, you want to go ahead and go first this time? Schultz, shut that door for us. Next X is going to be observing.
Yeah, Alt C.
Yeah.
Try that.
I've been trying.
Next X, mate, if you want to come out there for us, and I'm going to put...
walking.
Wait, so got go. Okay.
So you're not going to use any frag grenades this time, guys? This would probably be a useful building to use a flashbang in, though, however, because it's more of a controlled environment. Obviously, flashbangs are more effective at night as well, when there is no light. So, 2 moments, bear with us.
It'd be interesting to demonstrate that. I never used flashbang. Gonna start though.
Alright.
Yes, once we start to breach, I will throw the flashbang in, then we're gonna breach.
Right, okay, Alpha, go ahead.
Okay, there.
Stack up.
Accept.
Yep, set.
Breach in 3, 2.
Flashbang going in. Oh no! Okay, breach. Go.
Oh no!
Yep, that's it.
You can see the rounds go outside.
Right. Okay, guys, try again.
Yeah, it kind of hit me right in the face.
Yeah, that's...
Flashbang just, yeah.
Taylor, you're supposed to use the flashbangs that don't have sticky tape on them, okay?
What? Nice one. Ignite.
Alright, shut the door for us.
Witzel needs a Zeus heal.
That's fine, I'll do that. Alright. Oh, he's actually outside the building. There we go, perfect.
Do
Right.
you guys need any flashbangs? I have some.
Alright.
I have another one. Let's try again because
Maybe next week
What's
we
the
go to
sticky tape? Oh god, Killian.
no, Killian.
Right, who needs to heal? Whistle does, lovely.
Let's try it again
All right.
because I want to see what this building is
Alright,
capable of.
go ahead.
Stack up.
Accept.
Breaching in 3, 2, 1.
Okay, flashbang going out.
That's much better, much better. Yep, So Taylor, you did the right thing. You pushed that hard corner real hard, and for that reason, you distracted the guy that Brody then shot. So it works. It works. So that kind of was a really good explanation of it. You guys couldn't necessarily see what I saw there, but where Taylor had pushed the hard corner, it dragged the attention of the main guy in the front of everyone, for which then Baroni then very nicely absolutely destroyed him. So, right, we'll go ahead and run that again. Bravo, take control. Fox on you.
Anybody who hasn't flashed yet?
I did not.
I'll take up the rear.
Good
For
job.
sure,
Bob.
you take up the rear.
Good job.
You haven't done that yet.
Stack up.
Shoals, what are you saying?
Oh, ready?
Well, you don't look at me though.
Set.
Prep flash.
No, you didn't.
Flash ready. Flash out.
That was nice. Right? Who is firing the buckshot?
Sorry, that was me that
Sound
time.
bug.
Is it a sound bug? Okay.
No,
it is.
no. I fired my 40 mic. I had my
Oh.
cursor set wrong.
Okay. Right.
It sounded chest punch.
Nice.
No worries, that's pretty decent. So, that's good, guys. So, another thing we'll probably throw into the mix, and I think that's something we can all kind of take from it, is that you don't necessarily need to say breach. I think a pretty surefire sign of that you do need to breach is when you hear what?
The flash.
Flashbang go
Big
off.
flashbang go off, yes. Obviously, from that point onwards, you've got about 4 seconds to get in there before they notice you. So, did you see how dithery the AI was when you were in there?
Yeah, they were
Yep.
confused.
They were confused as hell, and it does work. So, obviously, when we do have the option to use them, that's what it's going to be like, guys. So, if you're happy to, just go ahead and run that again for us.
Who wants to flash?
I'll do it.
Somebody else
I'll
point?
take lead. Stack up!
God!
Are we up, Shoals?
When you
Oh
shot-
yeah, sorry, I didn't hear anything. You cut out for me.
I gotta try
Hey,
this.
just say stack set.
Stack set.
There you go.
Flash.
Right, get in there. Get in there. Perfect. So,
Building clear.
Reloading.
lovely.
Almost shot you.
Friendly's coming out.
Coming out.
Alright, cool. So, situations like that will arise, guys. The enemy will surprise you. They will look to pop their head out.
Are you
That
coming
does
out?
happen. When that does happen, guys, when the enemy does sort of look to then, try and turn the tables and push out rather than you were expecting, once that first target is taken down, what should you then look to do straight away?
Breach.
Bang the
Get
round.
the hell in there, yes, exactly. The quicker you can get in there, the safer it becomes, and the quicker you can neutralise the necessary targets. Brilliant. Alright, is everyone kind of happy? Everyone happy with what we got so far?
Yep.
I'm just curious
Yeah.
who's got like the broken gun.
You want to
Pretty sure it's me.
Penetration of the building?
Yeah,
Right.
so I just want to just a little test for me. So a metal shack building like this. Can I just get 2 volunteers who've got very itchy trigger fingers?
Oh, I'm down.
I got a pretty good trigger finger.
Perfect.
Oh,
Okay,
right,
guys,
that was
so, I'm going to line up some troops in there, and I just want to see what happens when you shoot. If you aim roughly where Rodol was stood, when Rodol isn't stood there.
Where?
It's like there.
So look to hang on a second, just bear with me. So I only want
Yeah,
2
Fox,
of you.
go for the
I only
strike.
want 2. Yep, perfect. That's a good idea. So I want you guys to go ahead and aim around that red. Just give me sort of a 5-meter burst left to right across that red stripe there. I just want to see how effective the penetration is at this kind of range. So 3, 2, 1, open up for me, guys.
Everyone's reloading?
Okay, so out of the 4 targets.
Just mad.
So okay, that's quite
They're
interesting.
gonna push out.
If you want, you can turn on bullet tracing for yourself, so you can actually see all the different rounds.
That's a good point, actually.
Um,
I'll be doing this quick test. But yeah, that might be quite
Try
useful. It's
buckshot, see
interesting.
if that'll
So
go through.
okay, so that wasn't as effective as I thought it was going to be.
It's only
Interesting.
well 5.56. A couple of them.
if
Yeah.
they're on the,
Yeah,
if
you
they're
guys
on the
should've
back
been some.
wall, there's a considerable amount of deflection, and most of the rounds
Yeah,
that
you're
were
right.
in the arsenal were also very low speed, low penetration rounds that are kind of
Quite
shit.
right. Yeah,
so
so
they don't
armor
do well.
piercing. No, they don't actually. So that's quite an
all,
interesting one to take.
all
from
the
this.
like 262s and shit. I don't know what particularly these guys are using, but all of those do very poorly in any penetration tests.
Any kind of that. That's good to know.
I
Okay,
can send
brilliant
you a
stuff. Cheers,
video
Witzel.
Can I have
Yeah.
another magazine?
So, okay, guys. So we kind of learned from this. So if you don't necessarily have anything, if you've got a 249, then maybe you might be a bit more effective. But do notice that if you do have a sort of a normal M4 family rifle, you are not necessarily going to be that brilliant at sort of penetration. And don't give me any in your nose on that. Yep, there we are.
Hey, Abate.
Yep.
Could you move the Arsenal box over here?
I can move the Arsenal box. Yes, I can do. I'll even move the camera netting as well, just so it's a bit more. There you go. The Arsenal box is there, guys. In the camera netting.
Oh my god.
Right. All right. So let's move on to 40.
I was gonna grab a 240 and see if that did it, because the 240 has the AP.
Yeah. So we'll just go a quick 5 minutes on. Yeah, no worries, mate. Thanks, Killian.
Yeah. Spawn a dude. Can you spawn a dude right behind the
That's fine, man.
X? Abate.
Spawn. Sorry, where? Sorry.
Spawn a dude like right behind the X.
Right behind the X.
Yeah.
Sorry, you've lost me.
It's on the wall right in front of me.
Yeah.
Yeah, spawn a bad guy behind the X so I can see if I can shoot through with the 240.
Be quick because I want to get us on to the next bit.
On page 5 foot.
He's there. Yep, straight down. Straight down.
Yeah.
That makes a difference, guys.
I think you can do it with 240, but I don't know if you can do it with the 556.
Brilliant. All right, nice. Should we go and have a look at your 40mm testing range, yeah?
Oh, yes, please. I tell you what, can you teleport us all back to base? Because there's actually a teleporter that takes you around the thing.
And do.
I can swap loadouts as well.
Okay.
Hey, look what I got, guys.
Just all one line.
Ooh, you guys don't have one of these.
There we go.
Alright, so follow me and I'll take you to the teleporter.
Intrigued.
Up through here. Fox already knows where it is. There's a sign here reminding people to check their loadouts because the loadouts might be wrong. And then you can scroll wheel on this little computer here and teleport to the infantry fundamentals area.
That's the one.
Emphasis fundamentals.
Emphasis mental.
Alright.
This is nice.
That's the 40 mic bit up there.
Very nice.
That's the last man over it.
The recoilless rifle range and the
okay.
range on the tower, so yeah.
On the tower. Alright, cool. Brilliant stuff. That's pretty nice. Alright, everyone gather on me here for a moment. We are obviously coming close at the time. So, is everyone happy with what we've been through with so far? I know as everyone kind of what was mentioned last week, what they wanted to do. So, that breaching drill, guys, that's something I really want to get ingrained in us, so that when I do give you guys orders to start clearing buildings, you guys are, just comes naturally, and you can just get through it quickly, and we can clear and move through any kind of objectives quite fast. So, right, on to 40 mics. So, if anyone was at Warfare Wednesday, will have hopefully witnessed Hans's incredible 40mm shot where he took out an technical at 250 meters and made it explode instantly. It was incredible to see. That's the kind of thing that, not necessarily the main use for 40 mics, but it does come in handy in sort of turning in the tide. So, force multipliers. Someone explains to me what that term kind of means in a squad.
Making it seem like you have more people than you really do, kind of, right?
Sort of thing, yep. So it's kind of utilising what you've got as effectively as possible. So if you are, for example, ambushed, that would be a good example of when do you put your ARs in order and put 40 mics down range. So if anyone was here for moving through the jungle terrain SPs, they'll learn that anything that you can use to gain the advantage, make it safe to pull back, anything like that. And that's when it becomes really, really useful. So, how many of you guys feel that you are pretty capable with 40 mics? Go ahead and stand up. Go ahead and stand up if you think you're capable. Hans, you should literally be in the sky, mate. Yep, that's cool. So it's something that we could. I could go through it with you now. We could start blasting people with them. But my advice to you guys, that's true. So my advice to you guys is to just find yourself a situation, or any operation or anything like that, and just have a go at using them. We could sit here and start blasting areas. I could throw some targets down for you to fire at. But realistically, it's one of them things where practice makes perfect. So it's understanding ranges. It's understanding the. So as we saw earlier, what happened when it was fired at short range inside a building?
It doesn't go off.
It doesn't go off. It just makes a horrible noise. So obviously you've got a minimum range before it does explode. So this is something, guys. It's more practice than anything. Sort of understanding ranges, understanding when to use them and when not to use them. So if a target is within 50 meters, it's within 50 meters to you, should you use a 40 mic or not?
Probably not.
Probably not. No.
Shot round.
Yes, it's like that.
It could depend on your terrain.
The probably not has about 5 stars after it, because I have
Yep.
240 people at 50 meters before, so or 24 M203 people at 50 meters. I can't think today, dude.
Quite right, Fox.
For the win.
Thermobaric for the win. Yep. So if anyone's ever seen a thermobaric, it is absolutely incredible. So as I was saying, just have a little play around with 40 mics. Any like Warfare Wednesday, TAC 2, just go ahead and just roll out with. I myself are going to go on to TAC 2 after this. We are on the hour now, guys. So I will be on TAC 2 this evening and I'll sort of do a bit of MCCing and stuff. But just look to get some practice in with them. So sort of, it also comes down to environment. So if you're in an open area, that probably does change a lot. If you're firing over a compound wall, that's also very useful because you're obviously then shielded from any kind of any backlash. But obviously, if you're in an urban environment and you're firing at a window and you don't feel like you're going to be able to get it in there from 50 meters close, that's a bad plan because it's just going to be kill zone area. Frag's going to go, shrapnel's going to go everywhere, and you're just going to get a lot of people complaining. I'm sure everyone has been in some sort of operation where someone fires a bad 40 mic and ends up sort of hitting someone. I'm sure everyone here has experienced that, yeah.
I've been in an operation where a helicopter killed half our team.
Well, there you are. There you are.
Yeah.
Kind of similar line of that.
That's the
So.
story of a lifetime.
Yeah,
that was great.
Just killing everyone.
Lands in a helicopter, immediately gets lit up by helicopter.
So, all right, okay. So we are on the hour, guys. So let's just try and smash through this as quickly as possible, so then you guys can enjoy the rest of your Sunday evening. So yeah, with the 40 mics, just get some practice in, get utilising them, learn the different ideas of it. So someone like me, I've been trying to practice with Hunt IRs. If anyone's ever had a go with those, that's something to play with. That's really useful. So yeah, just get some practice in, guys. Just understand when it's a good time to use them, when it's not. Buckshot, personally, with a 40 and a 40mm is pretty useless, but I know some people. Brilliant. Someone had a question there. Was it you, Dio? Did you have a question?
Yeah, I remember earlier in the year they mentioned something about clearing, like making sure you get clearance to fire the 40mm.
Yeah.
That's the little thing.
Yep, that's so more often than not it comes down to, so more often than not it will come down to your fire team leader. If you get the kind of the suppressing fire commands, that's probably usually a time to look to maybe utilize it. Obviously, scenario is everything. So if our target's within 50 meters, don't fire it. But if it's looking at 100 meters out, obviously as well with them, it's quite useful to have someone range for you. So I don't know if you guys probably been with me in Warfare Wednesdays or any kind of FTXs where I start ranging you for a 40 mic. I'll say, look, give me a 40 mic here, range 150 meters, blah blah blah. So yeah. Just practice makes perfect. Witzel, hit me.
Yeah, just one thing I kind of want to add on to everything you're saying with the 40 mics.
Yep.
Because it's something that people thematically think about the weapon, or people are a lot of times not thinking about. Is that the purpose of a 40 mic is to engage in dead space, and dead space is just anything you can't engage with a direct fire weapon.
Perfect.
All right. The whole idea is that you have your saws and your 240s and all your machine guns. They can kill anybody that you can see. Right, but the enemy's going to take cover. Right, they're going to try to drop down in the deflate, get behind trees, get behind buildings, whatever, and that's where the grenadier comes in because he can engage those targets. So when you're practicing, like really practice dropping them into deflate or dropping them into areas where you're specifically engaging targets behind cover, where you couldn't just shoot them with your rifle, because at that point you can just shoot them with your rifle, right?
Yep, that's pretty good explanation. Then that kind of goes back to what we have said about the jungle terrain SPs. So if you can't necessarily see the enemy, but you're taking fire, that's a good opportunity to use them because it looks to try and turn the tide in any way you can. So yeah, obviously it's again down to scenario. If you can quite clearly see the enemy in front of you, then look to try and shoot them first. Obviously switching to your 40 mic takes about 2 seconds, whereas you could just press a button and shoot them quite quickly. So, Schultz, you got a question?
Yeah. Is the striker's 40 mic and the what do you call it, the static one, are those also the
Mark
same
19?
as this basically?
Yeah, again, with those as well, they can be fired like in fully automatic. And if anyone's been close to fully automatic Mark 19 fire, it is horrific. And the splashback on it can be quite bad sometimes. But again, scenario with that, with a static weapon or a weapon like that in the striker, again, as Witzel was saying, if you can shoot them, shoot them. If you can't shoot them, or you can't see them, or they're in a hard target, hidden away, that's when you join them. No, fire at them. That's the kind of, again, comes down to scenario, guys. So just look to try and get some practice in. We could sit here and blast things in the middle of the field, but I feel like you guys will probably look to benefit from just doing it in your own time. Practice makes perfect. So brilliant, guys. So yeah, we're up on the hour. I'll go ahead and give you guys the floor. So any feedback, anything you guys want to maybe look at next year, or anything you guys are really worried about, or anything you're happy about, go ahead and pass it on to me. So if anyone's got anything they want to add, stay standing. If you want to be quiet, go ahead and crouch for us.
And for once.
That's fine, mate. All good, Killian. I will catch up with you hopefully later on if you're about. If not, I will see you in the week. Have a good one, bud.
Is there an op today?
There's no op. No, I will be jumping on TAC 2 in a little bit. I'm going to run a little MCC for everyone. I'm going to try out this new thing. Apparently, Alive has been taken off of the TAC 2 servers.
Oh, really?
So I'm intrigued to see what the new setup is like with Insurgency. So
I'm gonna jump off too.
What time is it?
Got to wake up early tomorrow.
That's fine, guys. If you need to shoot on, you can do. I'll just quickly. I've already said it last week, but so next week's SP, Killian's already aware of it. So next week's SP, obviously we're coming close to furlough, but next week's SP, I am quite happy for you guys to attend the 24-hour op at any point. I'm hoping to try and make Saturday night. I think I pretty much am. I'm just working on bribery, the joys of it all. But I'm hoping to be there for some of it. So if I don't see you at it, or you're not with me, or you're on at a different time, if you do attend Warfare Wednesday, I need you to attend it for 1 hour. And then what I need from you guys is just a PM of who you were with, what time, and then just obviously add the correct people into it, for which then I can update roll call. So that's it, guys. So we're gonna have a fun one next weekend. I'm hoping to attend as much of it as possible, but it's as simple as that. So just PM us with who you were with or whatnot, and if you're with myself, then I'll obviously look to update it accordingly. So so another thing, guys, be aware. There's a big push for recruitment at the moment into Bravo, into Viking. We're looking to hopefully go for it, mate. Catch up with you later on. Legend as always. So we're looking, guys, to try and increase our numbers. So if you're not aware, we're looking to open up a 4th squad. So that will obviously need a squad leader, 2 fire team leaders, and that is an opportunity that's going to arise very soon. So I am going to push you guys to develop leadership-wise. So if you haven't already started getting your NCOA, please go ahead and apply for the nearest course. Something that interests you, obviously look to get the right training in and classes and so on and so forth. So obviously as well, guys, if you're looking to give back to the Cav, we've got many roles open. I myself are in S3 public department. Fox is in graphics in S5. Is that correct, Fox?
Yep.
Hans is a cameraman in S5 as well.
Yes, he is.
So obviously look to try and give back in any capacity you can. You obviously doing this. I can't say any further how good it is to do something like that, because you get to see people better. You get to see you get to see people you don't normally see, chat, get to know people. So it's a good opportunity, and it obviously gives you have lots of fun in the process. So see you later, Brony. Sorry, mate, I'm waffling. So brilliant stuff. There's nothing else to say, guys. And if you're happy with anything, there's no more questions. You are dismissed. I hope to catch up with you all, guys, in the week. I should be at Warfare Wednesday. But yeah, it's been a good one. And
if anyone wants this mission file to practice stuff, by the way, when I finish it, I'll be distributing it. So
there you are. So go ahead and get hold of the man himself. So brilliant. All right, guys, you're dismissed. I look forward to catching up with you very soon. I personally will be on TAC 2 this evening.
Don't run away, I want to show you all the cool things.
Want to show me all the cool things? All right.
Yeah.
Brilliant stuff.